Hello everyone, you are welcome to New Face Entertainment, where you will get reliable and authentic news that will keep you informed and entertained. I say a very big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, please click the red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon for notifications so you will always get alerted anytime we publish latest news or any of our other
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to New Face Entertainment. Now in this video we're going to give you a full coverage of Abba Kyari, late Chief of Staff childhood story, biography, family facts, friends, parents, early life, wife, personal life and other notable events of his biography. Now without further ado, let's dive in. Childhood story. Late Abba Kyari, appointed Chief of Staff to the Muhammadu Buhari, was born a few years before the independence of Nigeria during the British colonial era. His date of birth is likely to be in the 50s. The great politician was born in the northern part of Nigeria to his parents who hailed from the northern part of Nigeria. Family origin and background. The late Chief of Staff grew up in a Muslim family background of Kanuri ethnicity. He has his family roots linked to the indigeneship of Borno State, which is a northeastern state in Nigeria. Early on, Kyari was constantly encouraged by his parents to uphold a high level of respect. Being born into an Islamic family background, he was enrolled to learn more about his Islamic faith at an Islamic school which was attended by virtually all the Muslim kids in his childhood neighborhood. Early life. Growing up in the northern part of Nigeria, late Kyari had to observe his 5 daily prayers as a diligent Islamic kid. Back then, he would often run along on the street with his friends to play during his spare time. As a young boy, Kyari was raised along his brothers and sisters. He learned a lot while handling the issues that arise between him and his siblings. It would interest you to know that his diplomatic way of dealing with issues may have been acquired long before he delved into his professional career. This feat is among those responsible for his rise. Education. By the time Abba Kyari came of age to study, he was enrolled to study in an undisclosed primary and secondary school. After studying for several years, Kyari rounded up his primary and secondary school education and went on to further his studies at the University of Warwick, where he studied sociology. He graduated from the University of Warwick in the year 1980 and proceeded to obtain a bachelor's degree in law from the University of Cambridge in the year 1983. During his studies at Warwick, Kyari gradually observed the society as well as the social interactions and lifestyle of people within the society. The great politician was amused by how people could easily get into a disagreement over trivial issues as a result of indifference in their personal opinion. Digging more into sociology, he became determined to resolve conflicts in the society. Hence, he delved into studying law immediately after his graduation from the University of Warwick. Early career life. Convinced by the fact that he still needs to build up his knowledge in law, Abba Kyari went on to study at the University of Cambridge, where he obtained his master's degree in law in the year 1984. He soon returned to Nigeria and started practicing his profession. Did you know Abba Kyari worked for the law firm Fani Kadiode and Showemimo upon his return to Nigeria, and later accepted a job offer at the New Africa Holdings Limited, Kaduna. He worked as editor for the company from the year 1988 to the year 1990. Late Abba Kyari's biography road to fame story. Rising to the world of fame was never an easy journey for Abba Kyari, as he needed to build his professional portfolio by working and handling responsibilities in different reputable organizations. In his quest to step up his professional portfolio, Abba Kyari attended the International Institute for Management Development in Lausanne, Switzerland, and also participated in the 1992 and 1994 Management Development Program at the Harvard Business School. Late Abba Kyari's biography Rise to Fame story. Consistency and diligence saw Kyari through the times of struggles until he was appointed to serve as the Commissioner for Forestry and Animal Resources in Borno State in the year 1990. His trustworthiness became a basis that ushered him into working as the Secretary of the Board of African International Bank Limited from 1990 to 1995. Did you know Kyari utilized his managerial expertise by serving as Executive Director in charge of management services at the United Bank for Africa, and soon became the Chief Executive Officer of the same bank, just like the former Emir of Kano, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi. Fast forward to the time of writing this bio. Late Abba Kyari has been an influential political figure in the democratic dispensation of President Muhammadu Buhari. He was appointed as the Chief of Staff to President Muhammadu Buhari in August 2015. He was soon awarded the Officer of the Order of Nigeria (OON), a national honor in Nigeria as a result of his profound contribution to the national affairs of the country. The rest, as they say, is history. Abba Kyari's wife. The relationship life of Kyari revolved around the world of sociology, as he was married to the sister-in-law of Ibrahim Tahir, who was a sociologist before venturing into politics. The marriage of Abba Kyari and his wife, Mrs. Abba Kyari, resulted in the birth of 4 children. The most notable of Abba Kyari's children is his daughter, Aisha Abba Kyari, who we shall be talking about shortly. Abba Kyari's family life. Now we will throw more light on the late Chief of Staff family members, starting with his parents. Although the Chief of Staff has attained a great height of fame in the political system of Nigeria, he has kept too much information about his family private. Abba Kyari built his home into a wealthy class family life, but says little about his father as well as his mother. Abba Kyari's children, daughter and others. Miss Aisha Abba Kyari is Abba Kyari's daughter. She is a very intelligent and educated young lady who has attained quite a ton of achievement in her early years. Owing to her academic qualification, Aisha was appointed as the Assistant Vice President at the Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority (NSIA). Presently, little is known about his other children. Abba Kyari's siblings and relatives. Living in his early 70s, Abba Kyari does not involve himself in communicating through several social media platforms. Hence, he seldom talks about his siblings and relatives. Many people have been less concerned about Abba Kyari's ancestry, thereby losing the interest in knowing about his paternal grandparents as well as his maternal grandfather and grandmother. More so, it is quite unfortunate nothing is known about his uncles and aunts as well as his nephews and nieces, despite the fact that he is a powerful politician in Nigeria. Late Abba Kyari personal life. What makes Abba Kyari tick? Sit back as we bring you markings of his personality that you seldom hear about in his personal endeavors. his utmost loyalty to the president of Nigeria, Buhari, depicts that he probably had inherited the Taurus zodiac trait. Abba Kyari's relationship with the president of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, goes beyond the boss-employee relationship, as they are very close friends. It is efficient to say that the President Buhari was fortunate to have appointed someone who would rather take the bullet to ensure that President Buhari survives. More so for students of the science of power, Abba Kyari is a classical story of an aide who has redefined loyalty, selflessness, and commitment at their best. Late Abba Kyari's fact. To wrap up our Abba Kyari's biography, here is a lesser-known fact about him that will help you grasp a complete picture of his bio. His relationship with Femi Fani-Kayode, FFK. FFK, who is the former Minister of Aviation, is a very close friend of Abba Kyari. In the face of several controversies raised by Kyari's appointment, Fani-Kayode congratulated him for his new appointment. Fani, a chieftain of the PDP, described Kyari as a good man who can discharge his duty with all sincerity. He was also one of the first people who confirmed that Kyari tested positive when he undertook the test for the COVID-19. Here is the upload of his Twitter handle in the early hours, March 24, 2020. I just confirmed that my old friend and brother Abba Kyari, Chief of Staff to Pres Buhari, has tested positive to COVID-19. I sincerely and honestly wish him well and pray for a quick recovery for him, just as I do for all other Nigerians that have tested positive, including Atiku's son. Abba Kyari's involvement with COVID-19. In the early hours of March 24, 2020, it was disclosed to the general public that Nigeria's Chief of Staff Abba Kyari tested positive for COVID-19. His test result came in on the 23rd day of March following his return from an official trip to Germany, a trip that was aimed at helping Nigeria find a solution to our electricity problem. Kyari was quickly moved from Abuja to Lagos on the 29th of March 2020. Proper care and treatment have constantly been given to him to ensure he gets back on his feet again. Meanwhile, those suspected to have been exposed to Kyari were advised to self-isolate in the meanwhile. Sadly, Femi Adesina, Nigeria's special advisor on media and publicity to President Muhammadu Buhari, confirmed that the country had lost the former chief of staff in the early hours of Saturday, 18th April 2020. Differentiating the three Abba Kyaris of Borno State, Nigeria. Finally, on the late Abba Kyari's biography, we have found it worthwhile to give a brief background about the three famous personalities bearing the name Abba Kyari. The first Abba Kyari is the late Brigadier Abba Kyari, who was the former military administrator to North Central from 1967 to 1975. He is the biological father to Senator Abba Kyari, senator representing who won the 2019 election for Borno North. The second Abba Kyari is the former managing director of UBA and late chief of staff to President Muhammadu Buhari. Finally, the third Abba Kyari is a Nigerian renowned police officer, a nightmare of kidnappers and top crime busters. These are the many things you need to know about Abba Kyari, the former chief of staff to President Muhammadu Buhari. Thank you for watching. See you some other time. Bye for now. God bless.